Hello, this is Sean from Time and Talk. Today's video I thought would be about kind of a little bit about watch size and a little bit about Rolex, the Explorer. I think I'm going to make a video specifically about watch size because it's something that I've been thinking about a little bit recently, and I think it's because I've bought a couple of smaller watches and I have a smaller wrist. It's 6.25 inches, and I see it as being really thin. But whenever I go into a jeweler or anything like that, they're always like, your wrist isn't that thin. But I haven't been wearing the Explorer very much. I have the 39mm Explorer that was discontinued. Is it last year? I made way for the new 36, and obviously the Explorer was traditionally 36mm. And I've been thinking, should I trade my 39mm Explorer for a 36? I don't think I'd go with the modern Explorer. So there's two broad reasons really that I would go with the previous generation Explorer. I think the 114270, the last one before the 39mm. That's because, first of all, I don't really think that modern Rolexes look very good on aftermarket straps and things like that. And I do think one of the things that's great about the 36mm size and the 36mm Explorer is that it allows you to change to a leather strap and wear it kind of in posh events, and you could wear it as a dress watch really because it's relatively simple, and it's quite small, and it's quite sophisticated, I think, as a watch. And I don't think the modern Rolexes look at all good on aftermarket straps or NATO straps or anything like that. It's just that the cases are kind of really blocky and they just don't lend themselves well to that kind of thing. And the second main thing really is the size of it. When I originally bought the 39mm, 39mm has always been a fine as a size for a watch for me. And I also think that 39mm is relatively small for a man's watch these days. And it fits me and things like that. But I just think that my wrist and my kind of dress sense and things like that is naturally more well suited to smaller watches. So I've owned a Datejust, and I don't own it anymore. But it just felt more well suited to my wrist size. I think when you look down at your wrist and you're wearing a watch and you can see more of the wrist, for me that just makes a watch look better. I don't know whether that makes any sense. And I'm into things like the Cartier Tank and things like that just for me just sit better on my wrist. But I thought, I'd ask you guys to see what you think. So I have the 39mm Explorer. I'm going to post some kind of shots of me wearing it and see what you think of the size. I think that 39mm is okay on me for a watch size, but I just think that the whole point of the Explorer is that it's a versatile kind of do everything watch. So you could wear it for dinner, wear it for kind of posh occasions, and it's a sports watch as well, and you can swim with it and all that sort of stuff. But I think with the 39mm size on me, it makes it look like a sports watch, and I wouldn't now wear it with a suit or anything like that because it would just look like I was wearing a sports watch with a suit, which is not wrong, but I like the idea of wearing something a bit more dressy. So this is the Explorer on my wrist. I don't know how difficult that is to see and the perspective. See, it does fit me, but it looks like quite a big watch, I think, on my wrist. I mean, tell me what you think if I'm being crazy. I've been wearing kind of smaller watches recently, and maybe that's it, because when you wear a small watch and then you put a big watch on, it feels like really big and really chunky. I'll also post some other pictures of wrist shots and me wearing it and things like that. I think the interesting thing is the newer Explorers are objectively way better watches. They will be more accurate, they will be more tough and rough and ready and things like that, and you can treat them, you don't have to baby them as much. Not that you would have to baby a 114270, 10 or 15 years old. And And also something that worries me about going back a generation, well, worries me, the first world problem obviously, is the lume, because the lume on this watch is brilliant, and you know, you can wake up in the night and at 4 a.m. and you still read the time and things like that, which I find really useful. So that's another consideration. But tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the differences between and the superiority, inferiority between current Rolexes, modern Rolexes, and previous generations. And also tell me what you think about the difference between the 39mm and the 36mm Explorer. Yeah, if you like the video, please subscribe. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.